Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by my co-host, the one, the only, Derek. Yo. We are here with a review of AEW Revolution 2022. It is at the midnight hour. It is now Monday, technically, but we are here providing you a review with everything that just went down at this pay-per-view. And this show is sponsored by Manscaped. You guys can put in our promo code EPW show to figure out how to save on all of your Manscaped gear. And we also have a promo code for powerslam.tv. Also, same promo code EPW show. Get one free month of independent wrestling on us. And with all that being said, we got to go into the intro and let's talk some AEW Revolution.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
All right. Looks like you guys are ready, willing, and able to talk a little pro wrestling. Derek, I like the gear, man. Rocking the Blue Jay set. We're feeling real like Canadian tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
We're in the States though, but I love it.
Right.
I love Canada. So rocking some Owen Hart. You got the Blue Jays on. I'm feeling it.
Yes,
we got a
sir.
bunch of people in here ready to talk some Revolution with us here. B-Boy Skyline, first one in here, so we got to show him some love. What's good? He said, how about them trios matches? They were nice. They were nice tonight. Ian saying, hey, hello. What's going on, Ian? Matt Lopez says, good evening, all. Good days. Good morning at this point.
Right, exactly.
Crazy. Respect the craft. Ray saying, what's good?
Yeah.
Sean Hubbard Wrestling Weekly says, so many thoughts. What a card from top to bottom. That Jade kiss, I saw that in the group, man. This show was redonkulous, BJ said. Hope everyone's doing well. What's good? E said, where you at? E, I had to let people out my house, man, and it took a little cleanup on the popcorn machine. Shout out to Rob and Lou for that. We got people. Matt Lopez says, we better get ROH CM Punk in the game. Homie, you already know. People are saying, what's up to us? Deanna, I'm going to say it now. War Games! I love it, Deanna. I love it. Bet Sting jumping off the balcony. Jumping out the window. Jocelyn says, sending love to you guys. Check out the show later. I respect it, man. It's a late night. So thank you for coming on in, though. Leaving a like for us. Check us out on YouTube. Hit like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Tell your friends, retweet this, send it to your mama, whoever you want to, man. We're just out here trying to make it and just be a good wrestling podcast for people. Maybe we'll get that Reservoir Dog stable with Regal. I pitched Wednesday. Could be, Cray. Could be. We got a lot of goodness coming up with this. When it comes down to this, Derek, I'm just pulling up the notes for us here. Lots to talk about once it comes to this show. First, let me give a shout out real quick to Montezi, Mikey Ruckus, and Wrestle and Flow. They had a concert at UCF last night. And I was just happy to see the guy who does the intro for the podcast getting to show off some of his work, man. So I'm happy for everybody in the rap game out there, part of AEW. So salute, much respect to you guys. I hope you guys had a good show. Also, shout out to Bryan and Graham from the Bombcast podcast. They're going to be on the intro of the audio version. If you guys aren't subscribed to the audio versions, you might be missing out on some cool stuff we have in there sometimes. So make sure you guys subscribe to that. And big shout out to our sponsors, our good friends, sister site, Everything College Basketball. March Madness is coming up soon, so make sure you guys show some love. How about that Duke UNC game, bro?
That was a good game, bro. They let that go on their own.
Facts.
They definitely let that go.
Malik Murray's in here tonight. Let's see here. B Wills is gonna after this game development. GTA 4 soundtrack love. Malik Murray was good. Deanna said so many emotions tonight. Casey has joined us as well. Show's too long for a B pay-per-view. I don't think that there's B pay-per-views with this though. I think that they strategically have like their pay-per-views. They don't want a WrestleMania. They want you to order all their pay-per-views.
Right.
That's just my opinion on it. But let's get into this card real quick so people can give their thoughts. Because this was long show. So the first thing we had up here was the buy-in. That's the pre-show for everyone who is not used to it. But the buy-in, let's talk this match here with legit Layla Hirsch and Chris Statlander. Derek, Statlander's arm was the focus of this match. Not really too much happening in it. I mean, we got to see Hirsch use the ropes for a hurricanrana from the apron to the floor. I thought that was pretty good for the most part. Not too much to complain about.
Nah.
Hirsch eventually goes under the ring, hits Statlander with the metal piece to the turnbuckle. It was something else. It was different. It was different. See victory for Layla Hirsch.
Mm-hmm.
When we look at this Ring of Honor, I think Layla Hirsch might be someone who you could send down there.
Yeah.
To let her get some more exposure to see what you want to do. But right now she's in a prominent spot. Let's see what she can do. I think it's kind of a do or die moment for her if she wants to stay on the Dynamite side of things.
Yeah. Layla Hirsch is good. I like her. She's kind of been like one of my sleeper wrestlers. I do believe ROH would be the place for her to go in order for her to thrive the way she wants to thrive.
Right. Let me see here. I'm glad you feel that way, but Revolution is a B pay-per-view. I don't agree. UCF shout out to Gabe Davis, facts, Buffalo Bills. Jesus De Leon. What's good, Jesus? AEW showing the world that the sport of wrestling, as it was called in WCW, is better than WWE's sports entertainment model. I respect that, Sean.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Casey said, I'm glad. We read that already. Too many ROH references make me want to go back and watch old shows this week. This show could have been on a Saturday. I don't think it can be anymore, Stick. Honestly, I think a lot of people are jam-packing their Saturdays because they don't want to share it with like AEW, and WWE's moving shows to Saturday now. I don't see it plausible anymore. I thought it was great at first. They should have kept it doing it. It's not for me. B pay-per-view, they only have one a quarter. FYM, what you mean? Statlander Hirsch was a good one. Red Velvet, Anna Jay would be good for the ROH women's division too. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with that. Sick definitely was way more enjoyable than that one-sided main event last night. Yeah, facts. Especially for UFC. We gave that a grade of a C though. Moving on to the next match, we get a Don Callis. Don Callis comes out to talk about he came out to Kenny Omega's theme. People immediately began to chant, shut the blank up. I'll let you fill in the blank with what you want. And Don Callis says, Adam Cole's done a great job for Kenny Omega, but if Omega was there tonight, he'd be winning the title in the main event. Miss Kenny, Derek?
I do miss Kenny. The energy that Kenny usually has, I definitely miss. Definitely need that back. So Kenny, please get well soon, bro. Need you back. I mean, granted, AEW is doing just fine, but we just need that energy that you have back in the mix.
Yeah. I have fears for what Robert just put in the chat. Can I even say that on air? Yeah, Don's back. We'll just leave it at that. Kenny, by God, Omega. Yes. Let's get into the next match. Can't wait to talk about this one with Derek. We had Hook making his buy-in debut against QT Marshall. It was kind of student versus teacher was the way they built this up a little bit. Listen, man, we had a nice showing. This was like the first match where Hook had to sell a little bit for somebody. He did pretty well. He got tossed into the ropes a few times. QT signals he's going for the diamond cutter. The diamond cutter. And unfortunately, he gets that reversed, and he is locked in with the red drum. If you guys don't know what that spells backwards, I'm going to let you figure it out. But, yeah, that's what happened. Hook gets the win. The handsome devil pulls it out.
Yeah.
I gave it a B-. I thought it was good. Derek, what's up with the Hook stuff, bro?
Bro, I can't get behind Hook at all. He's not wrestling anybody, bro.
Deanna agrees with you. What do you want from him? He just started. He can't wrestle anyone big till he climbs the ranks. Protect Hook at all costs.
But that's the thing, though. The hype is so unbelievably high.
Could someone just be good in the beginning?
Yeah, they could be good at the beginning, but why is the hype so high?
If we ever lose ratings because of this, blame Derek 1000%. Because I don't know what he's on. Hook is amazing, bro.
How, dude?
Hook's just great. He has great presence in the ring, bro. I've never seen somebody come into the ring and turn their back to their opponent and look in the corner like he's getting ready for a fight. And then when the bell rings, it's time to get it on, bro. Ding, ding, ding. Boom. He's ready to go.
Who was he wrestle?
Thank you, Matt Lopez. No, his hype isn't needed yet. Derek is just jealous. There's another short, handsome dude to compete with now. Facts, Casey. Hook needs these matches because he's still green as well. Matt Lopez brings up a good point. Rob, I can't see whatever emojis you put in. They have been blocked. Hook is the future of AEW, bro. The hype is real because that he's the son of Taz. You see a lot of his father in him when he wrestles.
But Taz wasn't there.
He's a one-trick pony. I don't get it. Let me see here. Regarding Hook, be careful. AEW must keep his rise in the ranks realistic and competitive. QT Marshall is not enough match the hype at this rate. One bad showing could derail his career. Okay.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yep. I don't know who this is, but we're just gonna put that in the timeout. The hype. Let me see. Jesus says the hype is because of the stripper video. Derek, come on now, Jesus. We can't be bringing that up. Nobody's studying you, Derek. They doing the right by Hook, putting him in front of pay-per-view crowd with all that pressure. That's Taz's seed, man. That's his son.
Nah, bro.
Hey,
who was he wrestled?
He Derek, you gotta understand.
Who's he wrestled, bro? And answer that question.
Serpentico, he's wrestling guys who are veterans in the ring who are going to be able to protect him, but also put him over. You have to do that to build anybody up on their big run.
Are these worthy opponents?
So you want him to come out and it's like, oh, versus Adam Cole and choke Adam Cole out? That you can't do that.
Why not?
You have to slowly build up. You can't just rush through it.
So in that aspect, you have to slowly build up, right? Okay, so you slowly have to build this kid's hype. His hype is off the charts, bro. People love this kid, and he has not done a thing.
B- for me. My bullshit meter is done with Derek on this argument because I'm not agreeing with this at all.
Dude.
At all.
Nah, bro. He hasn't done anything yet.
Listen,
his hype is on 1,000, and he hasn't wrestled anybody above a 2.
I'm done with this. Hold on. I'm rocking with Derek on this one. Conrad, my brother, I think it's too much too soon for Hook. He's been a great curtain jerker. He hasn't proved anything yet. It's coming, Derek. It's called the build. Who are you expecting to wrestle now? Adam Page for the championship? Hook just beat someone good enough to share the ring with Cody, and, well, it's Paul Wright.
When?
He's talking about QT. QT wrestled Cody and Paul Wright in big feuds. He did answer you technically.
Nah.
Hook doesn't look intimidating. I don't get why people like him. I agree, Derek. It's not his fault that he has hype. Fans have been behind him since his first match. He wrestled his teacher in front of a crowd. I'm sorry, Derek. You're not making sense. Taz is going to protect his son. Remember when Kurt Angle debuted, it was tapping out to Scott Taylor and company? But who did he be in the beginning? See? He's saying Kurt had to get built up too.
But Kurt Angle's hype isn't up here like Hook's. Hook is up here like he's done something already.
He said Derek's on that BS. Thumbs down.
Nah, absolutely not, bro.
Well, we got a split crowd on this one.
Nah, will y'all prove to me why Hook is that nice up here?
If you don't see it, you're not going to see it.
Exactly.
Let's move forward. Let's move forward in the conversation. So to the pre-show matches again for the buy-in. We have a trios match. House of Black versus Pac, Pentagon,
Escudo,
and Eric Redbeard in there too. What a weird team.
Yeah, that is.
that's a different bunch right there.
That is a different bunch.
Let me just say, in this match, the color black, way too much. Like everybody had black on. I was like, what is happening right now?
Need a little bit of white in there or something.
Yeah, like put some damn colors in this. We got Roy G. Bibb out here. Never thought you'd hear that on a wrestling podcast at 12:17 in the morning.
Right.
But what are we doing here, guys? Like, I don't know. It was fine though for what they wanted to do. And by the way, Alex Abrahantes, can you please sell laptops in the outfit you had on tonight? I would definitely watch QVC if he sold laptops like that. It'd be way better. You see this Del Hugh Packer here? You guys can call me up right now and get this. Why do you like death?
Right. You
never mind that, guys. Fans put him on a pedestal, not the company. Kurt is a gold medalist. What you mean he wasn't hyped? Look at this. Talking about imitating Hook versus Darby. Buddy Matthews might need some tattoos. Somebody said, y'all leave Buddy alone. This was the trios match for goth kids. Matt Lopez said. It was good, though. Like, listen.
It was good.
This was a solid match. You got to see some craziness. I really want to see Pentagon and Buddy. I guess it's Buddy Matthews. I'm going to mess up his name for like the first few weeks. Buddy Matthews. I want to see those two one-on-one. I think it'd be fire. I don't know why. Malachi's great in his role here. I think the right people went over too. The finish of the match was the black mist to Eric Redbeard's face. Then he ate a flurry of finishers from everybody. And during this, we were talking to someone, and he was saying how, like, yeah, I don't know, Brody King really hasn't done too much in this match. Brody King delivered the best sit-out driver I've seen since Rikishi. I was like, that was good.
Yes, that was good.
And that's how they won.
That was good.
B- for this, though. I can't be mad. Hold on here. Guy's gonna come to AEW named Brody. He's gonna get the Redbeard. My question is, Redbeard got sprayed, so what happens to him now? That's a good question. I think he's gonna get. I don't think he's here for the long term for AEW.
No, I think I feel like it was just a quick pop up, something for him to do. I think it would have been better if he came along at a different time, but you know.
Chucky said you skipped me, fool. Chucky, I can scroll through the comments and you did not comment. So I'm gonna reverse Uno card you right now and say you are wrong, fool. So you better go back and look in the comments. Buddy versus Penta would be sick. Abrahantes looks like the theater kid playing the devil in a play. Jesus said that 6-man tag match was great. I need that Pac Black match soon. Yeah, that's pay-per-view worthy. Redbeard will become Blackbeard in the House of Black. Arr, Blackbeard just sounds like a pirate name.
You know, fun fact, bro. There was never a time where no one can ever prove that a pirate ever said "arr."
Well, goddamn, pal, you just ruined the whole show. Let me see here. Tony saved Redbeard from the CYN crew. Jeez Louise. Thank goodness. Chucky absolutely commented, I got his back. Okay, hold on. Derek, as my witness, Chucky did respond. Hold on. Derek, do you see it up here? Look, I'm scrolling almost halfway up to the top. Where did Chucky say a message? You show me. Derek's my witness. Look, I'm scrolling to the top. We're almost at the beginning.
Right, yeah. Sorry, Chuckaroo. I didn't.
It's not showing up on our end. So, so that's the end of that. He said there was tons of blood tonight. No, see, yeah, that did not show up. House of Black must recruit a true babyface to turn dark in order for this group to work. I'd love to see Brian Pillman Jr. join them. That'd be wonders for his career. I think they need to have like Abaddon. They need a female, I think, to join the ranks.
They do.
And I think then they're good. I really want to Butcher and Blade with them, but
that would have worked on so many levels.
Yo, hold on. I'm getting messages of F you. Bro, I don't care what it says in the chat. I'm telling you what I see on this end. He did not comment. I swear to you.
Yeah, it didn't. It definitely didn't show up.
All I can do is go by what shows up here for YouTube, Twitch, and the other ones. If Redbeard becomes Blackbeard, we get Paul Burchill, the former Pirate Stable. Is Paul Burchill still wrestling? Someone let me know. Six laughing. Julia Hart's joining. Yeah.
I can see that.
For sure. Let's move into the main card here. Let's get into it. We start off tonight hot, man. They start with Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho. Baby. I can't even say that anymore because it's Adam Cole's line. Oh well, Chris Jericho used to say it back in the day. Dude, this match starts off. Kingston comes down to the ring, tightens up the Tims. He's ready to go. He didn't wrestle in Tims for the record, but half Nelson suplex to Jericho to start off things. This was like some AJPW stuff. Like if you didn't watch All Japan Pro Wrestling, you don't know about this. These guys were going in, bro. Chris Jericho delivers a suplex off the apron to the floor to Eddie Kingston. I thought Eddie Kingston's back was in excruciating pain early on in this.
Oh yeah, you could see that floor come right through that man's soul,
right? Also, House of Black could make Dark Order irrelevant. Fine with me. Not gonna lie. Match was a banger to open. Tokyo said, "What's up, Tokyo?" I just saw that. Yeah. Y2J is Mount Rushmore, the career maker.
That is true.
Listen, Eddie held his own with him though on the mic. I'll say that, man. But Jericho in this match delivers a suplex. Then he goes for a lion salt for a close 2 count. Jericho sits down deep in the walls of Jericho. I was hoping he put him in the lion tamer.
Oh man,
Eddie was talking that mess. I was like, stretch that back out, bro. I didn't put that on enough of my family members to hear that. Pop, 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 pop. Right, exactly. Right in that back. You done, bro.
Exactly.
Tap.
Yeah, the lion tamer would have been nice.
Knee right in the back of the neck, like used to get Rey Mysterio. Just hold it there. But Jericho did not do that in this one. Kingston lands a spinning back fist for the first one. Jericho was hitting code breakers back and forth, bro. Kingston did a really good job on that code breaker he got hit with. His eyes were closed when the ref counted. I was like, yo, he's done. And then he kicked out still. So shout out to Kingston. It's the little details sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
That make it good.
That was perfect timing without seeing it.
I love it, man. I definitely thought that was really good. Jericho then goes for another Judas effect. He misses and he lands his elbow on the exposed corner. By the way, Aubrey saw him take off the turnbuckle pad. Like, go back and watch. She looked straight up. It was like, da 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 da. And then you just see her like, what are you doing? And didn't even say anything, do anything about it. So Judas effect into the corner, hurts his elbow, spinning back fist, another spinning back fist, gets Jericho in a submission lock down on the ground, and nobody thought he was going to tap, and he does. Ring the bell, homie. Jericho tapped out. Dude, I can't think of anyone who had that on their bingo card.
Oh,
man.
God, no, bro. Yeah, I definitely wasn't seeing that happening. I definitely thought that Jericho would still have this one in the bag. But man, hey, great match.
Yeah, we gave this an A-, bro. Like we thought this was really, really good. And after the match, Kingston extends his hand to shake his hand, to Jericho because Jericho said if he lost, he would shake his hand. Well, Jericho said, no, I can't do that, and walks away. I think this isn't done yet.
Nah.
Not by a long shot. But good for Kingston, man, to get the win. I predicted Jericho was going to win. And I was pleasantly surprised with this.
So was I.
Right. And I see Casey and Sid going back and forth on Eddie Kingston being world champ. I think he is a great world champ. I'm going to agree with Sick here. Casey saying he's not world champ material, maybe TNT. I'm going with Sick on this, man. I really think you can get a great story out of Eddie Kingston. He is lovable by people. He's real. There's not too many real guys on the roster that you can get behind while doing this. I'm going to agree. German's high angle backdrops, neck bumps. You love to see it. He loves that AKI wrestling. That's what it felt like. I don't think the finish was going to be clean, but I'm glad it was. Yeah, I thought Santana and Ortiz would get involved too. Put the strap on Kingston, people are saying, and Eddie can cut way better PPV than our current one. Oh, my goodness. Not to say he's a bad champ. Yeah, listen, man, I can't let the Hangman slander keep going on, man. Hangman's been getting slandered badly lately by people, especially in like social media. So I'm like, come on, man. He's not a bad champ.
Not at all. Not by a long shot, bro.
Sean says Jericho's so unselfish with the idea of losing for the upliftment, of the business. He knew that Eddie needed this. Sad thing is, will it matter? Will Kingston ascend to the title? I don't see it. Bro, maybe if half the current roster wasn't there, but with Kingston, it would not work. Be real, you guys. I think Kingston would work, bro. I'm telling you, I don't think there's anybody. Is Kingston in your top 3 for promos, bro?
Yeah.
I think that's what his matches are carried off of. That's why he gets a featured match on all of these cards.
Yeah, I definitely think Kingston is up there for his promos. But a lot of people fail to realize Kingston is not a top tier wrestler. Kingston is a gritty, I'm here to get the job done kind of wrestler. Hard nosed, bare knuckle, brass knuckle, however you want to look at it.
That's a fair point. I'm sorry. Sid cleared up his thoughts. He said, I didn't say he's a bad champ. I'm just saying Eddie's a better promo. Yeah, there were some lines in there I couldn't understand because I think it said PPV instead of promo. Hangman putting in work. Eddie winning the title would be like Mick Foley moment when he won the WWF title. That's a good point.
Right, exactly. And that would work so well.
Because people used to say he wasn't going to win it. Eddie be a good TNT champ, Deanna says. I love that we're all having like disagreements, but it's not getting heated to the point to where people are insulting people and acting wild in the chat. And I got to put people in timeout, acting all crazy and shit. I like that. So yeah, keep it up, man. I don't mind a little spirited debate. Next up, why do I not have goodness? I don't have the proper thing for this. I forgot to re-download one because I still have the one where tag team is missing. But AEW World Tag Titles with the Young Bucks, reDRagon, Jurassic Express. Derek, I'm going to make this quick, bro. I don't have a lot to say about this. I want to bring up some good stuff. You got your usual tag team drama, Bucks and reDRagon. We knew what this was going to be going in. I want to just bring up one cool spot that I saw. The Doomsday Device with Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, where he hopped up off the top rope and he used Luchasaurus and the partner to get up there, and then Doomsday Device, Matt Jackson off, I think it was, or maybe it was Nick. I can't remember. It was a thing of beauty, bro. Like, I don't know if people understand this, but it looks so good, bro.
It did.
I loved it. It was very innovative. I think this was the first time that I saw the triple clothesline spot in like a tag match. That looked really good.
Yeah, I've never seen one either.
We got those cool spots too, where like Luchasaurus was holding someone, shooting star presses, 450s.
Yep.
They went crazy in this match, bro. And honestly, I did not realize how often the Bucks and Jurassic Express have fought on pay-per-view. This is like their third or fourth time, and we didn't even really notice it.
Yeah, they have
good matches though.
Good matches. Excellent matches.
I thought Luchasaurus delivered tonight. I know people in the chat are going to want to hate some people. I'm looking at you. You know who I'm talking about, Rob. And I thought Luchasaurus did a dang good job, man.
He did. Again, got to stay off that high flyer stuff. Not a high flyer, bro. Scared the mess out of me with that dive. Scared the mess out of me.
Listen, I'm going to let the comments on the Kingston stuff stay in there. I don't want to respond right now. But if you guys have me on your shows or you see me on another podcast, bring them up, and I'm going to respond to those. As it pertains to top tier, I went to the wrong one. AEW should not pay anything to get Undisputed Era music, whatever it takes. They're not going to pay for that, bro. WWE's not giving them that.
No.
They don't want that anyway. And I think they're being called Undisputed Originals. I know we reported on one of the Dynamites that they'd be called Paragon, but I think they're going with Undisputed Originals now.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, Roderick Strong somewhere like sad as hell, like I should leave too if they take me. Please take me. Jackson, inappropriate. Made Jurassic Express look like real champs. They're another team, though, that I think a lot of people have been like not giving enough credit to, man.
Yes. But then again, they don't really wrestle that much to.
They do. They're on Rampage, like they're getting stuff in, but it's just I don't know. I think some people want more from them.
Yeah.
But
I guess to me that would be just like, do you really count this like as them putting in work per se?
Let me see here. Jurassic Express needed it. Would have sucked if their title reign would have ended this quickly. Yeah, they won with that nice power bomb. I love that finish too.
That power bomb was dope.
WWE doesn't own the music. CFOs own it. I don't know. I heard there was. I don't want to get into that. I heard there was some legal stuff with all that though that was troublesome behind the scenes. And I don't even know if I'm supposed to even know about that or speak about that. But Luchasaurus kept landing in dangerous ways and it scared the ish out of me. I'm fine. Luchasaurus doesn't need to do all that craziness. I keep telling everybody this. Choke slams, body slams, just basic big man stuff. Luchasaurus doesn't have to do anything except for one incredible thing, the tail whip and the pop-up. Everything else, basic moves, bro. Let Jungle Boy do all that stuff. And then when it's time for you to bust out on your own, then you can figure it all out.
Right.
You're going to be fine, Luchasaurus.
Yeah. No need for those.
Roderick's going to be in NXT UK in the next coming weeks. my man's still trying to run away. Their title reign started really awkwardly. I'm not sure if that plays a part. Yeah, man, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the champs are getting a hard time now in AEW. I feel for him. Luchasaurus is too damn big to be doing flippy shit. You gonna mess around and bust them ankles up if he's not careful. Yeah. A big man that can fly, I'm cool with it, but in moderation, one spot per match. Agreed, Sick. Or not Sick, Sean. Thank you.
I agree with that 100%.
So they hit the extinction level event for the win. B+ for that match.
B+ it is.
And Rob's going off. I'm just gonna put it up so people can see it, so that way you can't say I'm biased. But that's just so Rob can get his laughs on here and say what he's got to say. Shout out to Ray too for giving me this graphic, because we did not have a graphic before this.
Right.
But let's talk about the face of the Revolution ladder match, Derek. We had Christian Cage, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ricky Starks, Wardlow, and Orange Cassidy. What'd you think of this ladder match? Was this like Money in the Bank levels of fun, or were you like, yeah, it didn't work for me?
I'm going to say Ricky.
Oh my goodness. I just thought this would be the one time we didn't have to deal with that, but
no, we are dealing with it, buddy.
So yes, they did have that spot in here. Yeah, you called it, Casey. You called it on the previous show. Match was okay. People are saying I hate the big Sonic ring. I'm cool with it as the brass ring. It's better than having you can't have a briefcase up there. That's so played now, I feel. Like
True.
Every company has the briefcase, and I don't want to see, I'm sorry to say this, but I don't want to see the TNA plastic trophy where it's like, dude, what fifth grader did you take that trophy from? Like that, you can't do that either. So I don't like the trophy in Impact. It looks cheap, but the ring is cool. Like, okay, you earned an opportunity. You grabbed the ring. I get it.
Yeah.
This match had the usual ladder match shenanigans in it. I like that we had like 3 big men in this for once to kind of do what they were going to do in it. My favorite spot was the spot where it was Wardlow and Keith Lee, I believe, holding the ladder, trying to fight each other. Orange Cassidy's hanging on, and I thought he was going to do like chin-ups or something on it. And he flips over, and he's almost at the ring to grab it, bro, when they raise it up, and then they, like, shook it and crotched him on the ladder. Right. He was like, no.
Bro, that was a dope transition. That was... Who would have thought that Orange Cassidy would do something like that? To a certain extent. I never would have thought that it would have been 2 people holding it, and then he pulled himself up on it, and then try to get the brass ring.
I'm with Sick. This match was better than I thought it'd be. I agree. The right person won without anyone's push suffering.
Yes.
Perfectly. Yo, that wraps up the match in like a bow. And it's like that Christmas present you wanted as a kid. Sick laid it all out perfectly, in my opinion. Ricky Starks was able to hit a sweet spear through a ladder on Christian. I thought that was impressive in the match. Wardlow knocks Keith Lee and Powerhouse Hobbs off the stage. I don't know why they did that. That was just debilitating. We had random interference from Danhausen. Is Danhausen and Ricky Starks about to beef?
Maybe, bro. That may be the route right now.
I think Team Taz gonna have to put a real beat down on him, because that was crazy. He definitely screwed them out of that match. But really good. What? I hope Stroke Daddy's neck is okay. I like the brass ring idea. I'm with Jesse. I think the brass ring is good. Six has put a card up there instead of some Sonic ring. Do you really want to be grabbing some big ass card that's sitting up there too? Like, just get a broomstick and hit it down. Like, yeah. Put a bag of weed. Seriously, I grabbed that. Somebody said. Orange Cassidy with the fun spots in this. Don't give them any more ideas. Pretty soon the objective will be to punch a hole through a glass ceiling. Danhausen is Santino for AEW. Danhausen was moving around a lot better tonight. Glad to see him healing well. Yeah, he actually had his wrestling gear on. Sean says Wardlow winning is fine, but the guys in the match left a lot to be desired. Keith Lee, Starks, Hobbs, Christian, those 4 guys should have been other guys. The field left, no doubt Wardlow would win.
I respect it.
I thought they were going to use this to play into the storyline with Wardlow and not have him win.
Right.
Team Taz versus Best Friends in Chaos. Yeah, I can see that coming up. Danhausen has personal beef with the FTW title. # no swearing. Ooh, good point, Rob. If he says that, though, I hope Hobbs definitely kicks his ass on TV. I ain't gonna lie. Make it a giant fat head of Cody since he started the revolution. Oh, Lordy. Here we go with this. Here we go with the Cody. I miss Cody a little bit, though. We gave this a B, though. We thought this was good. Yeah. It was a good ladder match. And like you guys said, better than what I expected. I thought last year's was like, yeah, it was all right. But this one was pretty good.
Right. No, this was good. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about it, but it was good.
That's it. It was good. Solid.
I just wanted to elaborate more on it, but there's nothing for me to elaborate on.
Sick said it best, bro. What I said was that.
Yeah, Sick killed it. So I believe it. Sick. There you go, bro.
Yeah. Now, we got to talk about a signing that occurred on this show. Tony Schiavone comes out. We have a signing happening right now. And it is my man, Swerve Strickland. Shane Strickland has signed to AEW. And I've heard rumors of that he's got a lot to offer as far as the ability to cross over into other forms of entertainment. And I think Swerve Strickland is your guy for that. He does music with Montezi, who does the intro for this. I brought it up many of times. I like their music. They've done some great songs. And I really think that you could take advantage of what this guy brings to the table, allowing him to wrestle and branch out into other things. And I hope this gets other people put on. Rich Latta, who I've interviewed on this podcast, Teasy, so many other people, Mega Ran, Rated. These are all great hip-hop acts. And I think you could have Swerve like talk and work with these guys and get them on the shows and work with him and make him a big deal. He came off as a babyface tonight, and I thought it was likable. I like him.
He did. The crowd really gave into him. They enjoyed his presence. So I'm happy to see him wrestle and get some work in on both sides of the spectrum, wrestling and music.
Hey, Jesus said this theme's a banger. Facts. Whose house? Swerve's house. Let me see here. Casey with the clipboard flipped around, spoiling it before he announced it. We knew that was coming, though. It didn't matter. Kevin said, Euro ain't watched AEW yet, but checking it out to say what's up. What's good, Kev? I appreciate you, Brody.
What up? What up?
Swerve, Yuck Mouth Strickland. I'm glad he's in AEW. Vince did him and his squad dirty. That's a fact, man. He brought him up to the main roster, made him sign that 90-day, and then got rid of him. I don't understand. That was a boneheaded decision by them. I think it's just people who didn't understand hip-hop trying to deal with it. Mm-hmm. People yelling Swerve's house, Matt Lopez. Strickland's going to be a future champion. I hope so. Shane Strickland's nice. If you guys don't know, he was kill shot on Lucha Underground as well. The person who had this backstory of playing a soldier, really good stuff. If you guys never saw what he did over there. And if you ever wonder why his back and everything is all cut up, watch Lucha Underground and you'll find out why as well on there. Yeah, that's some sickness. Now we get to another match, Derek. For the TBS Championship, Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti. And I don't know, man. This match to me was, in comparison to the rest of the card, this match was just kind of, I don't know what I want to say to it. Yeah, you see that? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's the best way to put it on this.
I think the best way to put it is this was a match that did not need to be here.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it didn't need to be here. It fell short, man. I don't know. And people may call me a hater, man, but I just feel like it just didn't click tonight. I don't know. Maybe the chat will tell me different, and I'll look at that in 1 second.
Well, but, I definitely think
like Ty tried to make it special. She came out with the face paint. Jade's entrance was dope. She came out like Jade from Mortal Kombat, and Kingfish played her out. Let me say this. If you guys have never seen Kingfish perform blues live, I've went to his concerts here in Buffalo. He's actually from down south, I believe Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken. The dude can play. The dude can play. Like, after you're done here, if you like the blues tomorrow, I want you to type in Kingfish, and he does some great Jimi Hendrix songs even. One of the baddest, coldest brothers I've ever heard on guitar, ever. Like, he had a whole, like, bar in Buffalo rocking, and it was, like, a famous place where people had played. Dude, it was great. I wouldn't even say bar. It was like a small theater, basically.
Yeah.
And he had everybody rocking in there, dude. Really good dude. So check him out. I wanted to show him some love. But, yeah, dude. All I have in this match for notes is, like, Jade hit a great frog splash.
I mean,
they had the Anna Jay stuff.
I mean, this match was definitely at a disadvantage to begin with. I mean, you really look at it, bro. You really think, as much as I love her, but do you really think Ty was gonna actually do something against Jade?
Yeah.
No disrespect to her. I love Ty, but I don't think it's her time. Even though I feel like her time had, not has come, but it did come at some point, and then that train just kind of left a little bit.
Yeah, man. Jade hit Jaded for the victory. We went C+. Like, I don't want to drag these two down.
No.
In this, it was probably my least favorite match of the night. I can't front.
Yeah, I agree.
Rob said, I thought Paige Van Zant was signing a contract. You know how Tony Khan does Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page in that group. Sit in the stands. Yeah. You're great. You're great.
Right, exactly.
Sean says, bring back Hit Row and stick it to WWE for dropping the ball. I'm not a fan of everybody in Hit Row as far as like the wrestling goes. They had great presence. I like their presence, but I don't know. I consider giving some of them a shot, maybe. If they're vouched for and people think they're good enough, I give them a tryout just to see if they fit. But I don't know. That's a wait and see for me. The match was okay. The kiss was great. Now Kith in my Mike Tyson voice. The face paint and the tires were the best parts. This match was okay, not great. Facts. Gotta disagree. Jade's best match on that stage and at that length. Kingfish makes that axe talk. Town Ballroom, dude. Thank you. I couldn't remember where we were for that. Jade is a superstar, but this match was trash. I have zero issues with this match. I don't know what you're on tonight, bro. I don't know what you saw. I saw a lot I didn't like. The kiss was the best part of this match. No lie. Jade is improving, though. I didn't see Ty winning this, or Ty, excuse me. Bad chemistry. I enjoyed the finish, though. Agreed. I knew Ty wasn't winning. Keep AJ on his couch. Bro, this match was better than that trash Hirsch Statlander. I'm talking about main card, though, Casey. Not the matches like that. That's why I gave it a C+, though. Right. This was like buy-in level is how I felt from the main card.
Right. And nothing against them. But it just wasn't it. It just wasn't it. That's all that needs to be said. There's nothing more. There's nothing less. It just wasn't it.
Yeah, this isn't match of the night or anything.
No.
And I'm not saying it had to be. I just was like, on this match. People are saying, Punk's on the media scrum saying Tony buying ROH is better than Vince having that content. Yeah, I mean, Vince only buys it for the library, and then you'll never hear about it again unless he wants to make a DVD about it. Right. No, Lara says, so is William going? Oh, we haven't even gotten to that match yet, but I am intrigued by that story as well, No, Lara. Thank you for coming in. Let's talk about the dog collar match. This is the match here between CM Punk and MJF. Dude, MJF does the fake out entrance with CM Punk. That dirty, rotten SOB. How could he? He got me. At this point, though, CM Punk comes out to his ROH theme, Derek. People went nuts for it. I thought that was dope. And I'm going to agree with, I think, Sick, Casey, Matt Lopez, Eric, you, me. Everybody's been saying it. We better have some ROH DLC in this damn game now.
Absolutely, bro. It needs to happen. You have to. There's been too many things where you can't deny it. It has to happen. Has to.
Bro, early on in this match, MJF's whipping Punk with the chain. It's disgusting. You can see the chain marks on his back. It sounds heavy. Punk is a bloody mess in the beginning of this. I'm talking so bloody, his hair was stuck together with the blood, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's disgusting. MJF gets on a microphone and tells him to quit again. which was crazy. I love it. MJF put Punk in a sleeper hold, blood all over Punk's face in this. We see the salt of the earth locked in the Atacon device. Punk attempted a GTS, but his knee was too weak to hold MJF after he just ran into the ring steps with the chain around it.
Right.
Punk goes for the tombstone on MJF on the apron. He reversed it, lands it on MJF. That tombstone actually looked great. He ties the chain around his elbow, misses, and then we see MJF pull out the thumbtacks. Punk takes a superplex onto the thumbtacks. I'm pretty sure thumbtacks went into his lower back and ass. I would have been pissed taking that.
God, bro, I would have been done. That I was like, all right, pin me. That's it.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm done, son. I'm too soft for this. I can't.
Yeah, no.
People are saying this match is so good. I think this show reinvigorated my desire to do shows and podcasts again. All right, BJ, let's get back in the game, bro. Vince owes me so much. Velocity and WCW Saturday Night. ROH CM Punk was amazing. ROH Punk, AFI, people are chanting. Conrad, what a great show. What's up, Tazzy?
What up? What up?
I appreciate you, Tazzy. Thank you for coming on in and checking it out. Tazzy also has a lot of hype party streams, so if you guys are ever around, check him out. He does like SmackDown, Raw, NXT. He's got a very busy schedule being part of well, when it comes to the baseball season, Tazzy's job is affected by that.
If there ever gonna be a baseball season.
Chill. Come on now.
Just saying, bro.
Tazzy, don't be offended by his hoodie as well. I know that's not your squad that you got to deal with. This match's pay-per-view went from 5 to a 10 for me. After this match, this was crazy. Yeah. No, Lara, it was a freaking war tonight between CM Punk, OG King of ROH for a reason. Yeah, a lot of people, man, you better know. So he takes the superplex into the thumbtacks. He gets a 2 count. MJF starts yelling for Wardlow. He's like, Daddy, bring me that ring. I need it. Get out here, Wardlow. The gear Punk wore was the same one as in the dog collar match against Raven. Yes, that is true. ROH content, tell Bryan. Y'all better tweet him. I'm not telling Bryan nothing.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This was very well done. And Wardlow eventually comes out, bro. Afterwards, Wardlow can't find the ring. He's acting like he can't find it because MJF slapped him across his face. And yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Never again with that comment, bro. Oh my goodness. And Tazzy said, I know, right, Derek? So you heard him, bro. He can't find the ring. Punk then delivers a GTS. MJF falls into the tax. Wardlow finally says, oh, I remember where I put the ring. It's in this pocket.
Right.
Sets the ring up there, though, and never threw it to MJF.
Nope, not once.
He slides it on, and Punk has it on his hands, and MJF's down on his knees, and he spits on CM Punk. And I don't know what happened, but CM Punk cocked that fist back.
Emotional damage.
Dunzo, bro. He pins MJF with the punch with the Dynamite Diamond ring and gets the victory.
Oh man,
A+ match, bro.
Yes,
because this was storytelling at its finest, and not only that, after the match, CM Punk made a motion. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but he said, "Give me the strap." So maybe Punk's making his call now to like put the belt on me, bro.
Yes, I would not be surprised if he comes on Wednesday and says, "Hey,
it's my time.
It's my time. It is my time."
This could be good. This really could be good. I can't believe they did the split. For some reason, I thought they were going to let MJF go 2-0. By the way, my predictions sucked tonight. Like, I did not do very well at all. But I was happy with the outcomes, though, what they did.
Right.
You got this one right, though, over me.
Oh, yeah.
You called Punk winning. So Punk got the win. I'm happy, and I'm interested to see where they go from here with this. I think this feud's not done yet. I think they're going to come back to this. This is one of those, I'll see you in a little bit.
Not done.
Let's get back into it. Shout out to 4 Life Wrestling for following me. I just saw that randomly on Twitter. I wanted to give you a shout out. Let's get into the AEW Women's Championship match, Derek. It's Dr. Britt Baker versus your girl,
Thunder Rosa.
A lot of people loving this. Actually, let me get some real quick comments from the other one. Great storytelling and the psychology in the ring was ridiculous. Tazzy, that's an inside joke from the Insiders podcast. Prime time, baby. No, he can't have that belt. Remember, you guys wanted Kingston to be champ. Can't have everyone wearing the title. That's not what we're saying, Casey. Kingston can be the champion when you need someone to fit the mold. I feel like he's in the same way I feel about Butcher and Blade. Butcher and Blade are when you need someone to take the belts off of someone and you don't have anybody else, let them rock.
Yeah.
Let them get it for a short period and let's see what they can do. And I think they'll deliver. And I feel Kingston and the Butcher and the Blade are in the same category for that. Thumbtacks are the mostly rigged reference. Triple H Cactus Jack in 2000. I hope so, bro, because I would hope Tax ain't going in Cactus Jack's head anymore. And yes, we had who just brought that up in the chat? Was that Tokyo? New women's belt, Punk MJF match of the night for sure, Rob, for sure. That would be my recommendation for everybody. But guys, I got pictures for you. I actually had some bad ones, but check out the new AEW Women's World Championship belt. I think it's a beaut. I love it. I fell in love the moment I saw it.
Man, it's beautiful. Like
shout out to Belts by Dan. Please don't get me taken off of YouTube for using this picture. But yeah, I've been running into some legal trouble lately with a lot of people on here.
Man, listen.
Just ridiculous stuff though. But I really, really like this, man. I think this belt looks great. Here's a shot of the side plates too, if you guys wanted to see it. Very Mid-South-esque, I'll say. Like
it is. It definitely is, but it fits though. I like how it looks.
Right?
I like how it looks. I wouldn't change a thing. Would not change a thing.
Casey, I'm not arguing with you about this right now. I'll save this for when we're on the phone. The belt is beautiful. What a beautiful belt, Tazzy says. DJ said, great pay-per-view. DJ, I believe he was in attendance for the show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. What a beautiful thing. I didn't see that. Would it look great or would it look good on Thunder? Still time, E. Still time, I think. Let me get into some of this. I felt like this match, Derek, we were talking about it kind of. This match had like it suffered because of the match before with Punk and MJF. Like we were watching, we were like, okay, this is cool. Like it wasn't like we were crapping on it, but I felt like our attention was like, woo, we're still we were decompressing from the last match.
Yeah, our attention was a little bit off for this one. And I was saying this to them earlier. Like lately, I've been listening to the crowd for any kind of sport that's been going on. And it seems like people are just not into what's going on lately. You know what I mean? And to me, I feel like...
I think it's just crowd difference. So I told Derek, I know Derek thinks crowds aren't as loud as they used to be sometimes. And I'm always saying, like, I think it's because of social media. People are on their phones more, like scrolling through stuff. Like, look at me. I'm trying to run stuff and I'm looking at an iPad. I'm trying to scroll, bump, move, do all this stuff at the same time.
Right. But you're doing it for...
a podcast versus people that are there.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to get that Twitter clout, bro. You know how it goes.
Man, is it that serious though? Like,
listen, we know that, but some people feel that way when they're there. Even me though, I took a picture of this and put it on my Twitter as soon as I saw the belt go up. So, hey, I can't be mad. So match was slow. Britt Baker's flunkies, or I shouldn't even say flunkies, but Jamie Hayter and Rebel interfered a lot in this match. Rebel took a nasty spill. It looked like on the outside.
She did. But after watching it again, I think it was very safe. I think she'll come away scot clean from it. It definitely looked like when she took the spear from Thunder Rosa to the outside of the ring, it was kind of just like
she smacked the back of her head. Yeah,
like a cliff drop, and it was just like boom. And I'm like, oh, that did not look good at all. But then seeing it again in replay, I'm like, okay, all right. So it worked. It definitely worked. It just looked super dangerous.
Britt hit a curb stomp on the title for a 2 count. After the cronies interfere again, curb stomp happens and Britt Baker retains her women's championship. We gave this a B-, but Matt Lopez now has the comment on this match I think is perfect. The fact is that St. Patrick's Day Slam is where Britt Baker and Thunder had that no rules match. This year's will be in Thunder Rosa's hometown, and I can see the title change there. I agree, and I think that has to be a cage match main event for Dynamite. So that way you can keep Britt Baker's people out. Because anytime they interfere, Britt Baker wins.
Absolutely.
You take it away, maybe something happens here.
Yeah, I definitely need another round 3 officially, but I need a round 1 kind of match out of them.
Oh, no, I think this one's going to be bloody. It's going to be brutal
so?
when the
All
next one. Because this was a regular match. Remember, we were like, yo, this has to be the cage. And
That's
it wasn't.
That's true.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're going to do something here to move this feud on. Tokyo says this match was a flop. I don't agree with that. Gorgeous Belt Matt Lopez says had a blast. Cage match in Texas or wait until Vegas? I don't know. I think you could go either way.
You could.
Maybe you do another death match, or not even a death. Ooh, you could Texas death match with the women. I don't know. You listen. You got to put a stip on that match though. Once it's time. Oh, yeah. I said earlier to a friend, cage match. Yeah, you got to keep those other 2 out because that's the key. And the Thunder Rosa and Britt wrestling after Punk MJF equals Y2J and Triple H wrestling after Hogan Rock. It's a tough spot to be in, though, Sean. That MJF and Punk could have been the main event. Sometimes that's why you wonder, like, should that be the main event or your championship? You get into the whole prestige of the title stuff. Right. Tazzy says Britt is a peach. What a great champion. Don't beat me up, Adam. Might have to ref that rematch. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for this one. Let's get into Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. It's Moxley. Listen, it's always great when you have these guys in the ring. So this match was about bleeding together and finally forming that team up. It was a hard-hitting match, bro. Basically, all I wrote in here was it was a hard-hitting match. It was a bloodbath for both men. They were both bleeding once again in this match. Something that Danielson recently told Vince, I guess it came out that he told Vince, like, this is one of the reasons why he wanted to go to AEW instead of staying in WWE because he could bleed here. You got your wish, buddy.
Absolutely.
and we got a lot of blood and fighting. And according to the commentary team, they had mighty gashes in this match.
Hey, whatever works, though. I mean, like, as Moxley said, the only way we team up is if I share the ring and we both bleed together.
Yeah, some sick shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Matt Lopez says Mox and Bryan was awesome. I agree, though. It was great. Second favorite part. Oh yeah. We're about to get into that. I got to get this line in that Derek said during this, and I'm gonna just throw it to him once it's time. So they basically both at one point had each other's legs or arms and were kicking each other in the chest, like sitting up on their like rear ends. Like it was just boom, 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 kicks back and forth. I really like that. Danielson eventually hits the Basuku knee and he locks in the triangle choke. And Moxley finally does. I don't know what this is, but my brother Cam used to always say, like, when people did the triangle choke, he was like, if it were me, I would flip out of that and just into a bridge, because then if you don't let go, that's a pinfall.
Right, exactly.
And I love when someone does that. So it was money. Moxley gets the victory that way. Genius to reverse the wrestling hold. Mox gets the dub. So after the match, you would think, hey, let's be friends. Nope, not these two. These two just start throwing haymakers and freaking ham fist sandwiches. They didn't care, bro. Derek.
Oh, man.
Derek is excited. The bell is going off. Bryce Remsburg needs help because he has no control in this match.
Yeah. MLB. Please watch this and tell me my man Bryce does not deserve a third base coach contract, bro. That man's arm, yo, you hit it in the gap, you better look for Bryce, because Bryce will give you the signal, bro. He'll let you know, like, yo, get on your horse, bring your ass, let's go. We are scoring. Like, yo, Bryce, yo, he was calling. I'm like, damn.
Derek said Bryce Remsburg immediately. He was like, he should be a third base coach for any MLB team in the league right now.
Man, listen. Bryce will get you in the game, bro. Like, let's go. Come on, let's go. Yo, that arm was going.
Listen, after Bryce calls in for the reinforcements, we just see coming from the side, William Regal's walking out. And I was just like, oh my gosh, he's about to come out and Santino somebody with that knee to the head, bro. The Trembler.
Right. He's on my.
Matt Lopez said, Mother Truck and William Regal, my God. Such a good match. Regal then gets in the ring and he slaps Moxley and headbutting and slapping Bryan. Like, really good stuff. Like, he got in Moxley's face and Bryan's face after slapping him.
Right.
What a great match, or was it a fight? But William Regal, though, people are excited. Regal came in as the mad dad having to break up his sons from fighting. Jerry Jones said, you ain't wrong, bro. What's up, Jerry? Thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate you. Upset Sho Funaki didn't debut. Shout out to Funaki, wherever he may be.
Oh, man.
Funaki was that guy back in the day. Always a good man to have in the ring.
Listen,
Indeed.
Indeed.
Regal with the fire. Regal is going to raise some kids up right. Hey. B+ for this match, man. I can't wait. Best part of Regal is his snarl. Dude looks terrifying. I want Regal and Powerhouse Hobbs to have a snarl off because that should be good. Who can mean mug the longest?
Right.
Just two dudes that just look like, do you like anything?
Right, exactly. It's just like, you look so angry.
Put Regal atop of that factory dojo. Listen, all I hope is maybe we get Regal in the game too. AEW games, I see a lot to work with here.
Yes.
I see a lot to work with here. Yeah, so moving on, dude. B+ match. We find out afterwards, Derek, some stips. So this will be coming up for our upcoming Dynamite streams. TNT Championship, Sammy Guevara versus Scorpio Sky match is going to happen. And March 16th, the winner of that match will face Wardlow in that St. Patrick's Day Dynamite. We are also going to have a women's eliminator match, Layla Hirsch versus Thunder Rosa, and the winner will face Britt Baker on the St. Patrick's Day show as well.
Right.
What do you know, Matt Lopez?
Hey.
Guess who won the pony?
Pony up.
Cray says a question for you, any of you two. Is there an idea of a new original match AEW can use? Cray, a lot of matches have been used before.
Right.
I have one that I think they could resurrect that I don't think a lot of the younger fans have seen. If you haven't seen some of the old stuff, ECW. I can't remember the name of this match. It was like a four-way dance, bro. Where ECW had like Carino and all of them in, but it was two matches happening at the same time.
Hold on.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
I do. Let's see.
It was like a four-way match with two people. So basically there were two matches happening at the same time, and then the winners of those matches would face each other. I don't know if it would work, but you could try that again. I don't know. Here's my sponsors. Only Funaki I want to see in AEW is Sharu from Noah. Loving Scorpio's chances this week. Okay.
Heat Wave. I think that's what they're calling.
The Heat Wave pay-per-view. The match had a specific...
Four-way dance match, ECW Heat Wave 2000.
But I thought it had a different name, bro. Maybe I'm wrong. Someone tell me if you're an ECW fan, because I can't think of it. Montel Williams pony match. What? Montel Williams, that was Genuine Song Pony, right?
Yeah.
MJF will cost Wardlow the title, which will lead to Wardlow versus MJF in Vegas. I like it.
Yes.
Double Jeopardy. Thank you, Matt Lopez.
Yes.
That was it.
Yeah.
Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter on a pole match. Come on, y'all. King of the Mountain match.
By the way. Right.
That Jeff Jarrett.
By the way, Double Jeopardy, the movie. That was a good movie, bro.
Thank you, Derek. It's so random.
Just saying, bro. Double Jeopardy was a good movie.
I'm waiting for Casey to chime in his thoughts about Double Jeopardy.
Tommy Lee Jones. Classic.
Me and Casey were just talking about Tommy Lee Jones earlier today about him not being that great at Two-Face.
Actually, you know what? What did I see? There's a YouTube channel. I'm not gonna say their name, but I definitely follow them, and they really good. They
you can say their name if they're doing something good.
Yeah. What is that? I believe it's called Looper.
Okay.
They did a comparison with
Kennel from Hell. Cop versus robbers.
Like so how you referenced Tommy Lee, or said Tommy Lee and talking about Two-Face, they actually did a reference, not a reference, but a comparison between Jim Carrey's Riddler and Paul Dano's Riddler.
BJ said you need to get that Jeff Jarrett theme open on the soundboard. I think I'll get in trouble for that one. Solid. Ashley Judd, Tommy Lee Jones, can't hate.
See? Told you, bro.
Dude was awful as Two-Face, Jerry Jones said. Trash Two-Face. Grace said. All right, let's not turn this into a bash Tommy Lee Jones podcast now.
Nah, listen, I mean,
Tommy tries.
you can only do what you can do with the script that's handed in front of you. Like that was horrible.
Tommy Lee Jones just needs to play a cop in every movie. The Fugitive. Like, just come out and just be that guy every time. I'm the marshal here. All right, Tommy, you do your thing. Right. Speaking of doing your thing as an old man, let's talk about this Tornado Trios match. Now, look, Derek, I know you hate Trios matches. And I thought this match was I was like, oh, this is the cool down match before the main event, bro.
Right.
Yo, I ain't going to front, bro. They were like, you know what? F it. We're going balls to the wall. We ain't stopping nothing. We're just going to do whatever. Bro, this match, Darby has a strange but cool video package of him coffin dropping a priest at a funeral for all of his opponents. Sting shows up and bullies the priest into like getting beat up, I guess. I don't know what was going on in this video package. It was just crazy. Gotta run, guys. Great show. Thank you, Sean, for tuning in, brother. I appreciate that, man. Jim Carrey was a good Riddler. He made it through. He made a solid MLB agent, or MIB, excuse me. I said MLB, MIB. I'm tired as hell, guys. I'm sorry. Y'all mean Joker face. If we didn't have games this weekend, I definitely would be getting tickets for Double or Nothing in Vegas. Man, go for it, man. Get some time off, Tazzy. Tommy Lee Jones is amazing. Lonesome Dave is the greatest Western ever.
I don't know, bro. I might have to say that Tombstone was dope.
Here we go.
That Tombstone was dope.
You and Casey could talk about this another time. Going in. This match was crazy. Sting is the new Terry Funk. Dale Oliver is going to come get your coin. Yeah, if I play that Jeff Jarrett. This match was MVP tonight. Shout out to Sting. I think this match stole sleeper match of the night, in my opinion. Like, I thought this was going to be the worst match on the card, honestly.
Man,
but this worked, bro. Look, the match begins as a brawl. Darby comes in the ring. He left his partners and just clotheslined, I think it was Andrade, out of the ring.
Yes.
And Andrade, no offense, bro. He came out in that brown suit. He's like a big piece of dookie tonight. I was just like, what is this, bro? Can't be doing that, man.
But you know what, though? The mask was dope, though. I like that.
No, that mask was sweet. Dude, I don't know what happened earlier. Andrade's back was messed up. Andrade did not care after that, bro. He threw a garbage can at somebody. Was like, shut up. I'm so sick of this match. I think he just wanted it. Tazzy said no time off in baseball. Lonesome Dove. I don't know who Lonesome Dave is. Did I read that incorrectly? Dude, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I apologize. Lonesome Dove. There is someone out there named Dave that's probably lonesome too, though.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Dave wherever you may be. So Darby, this match, I put it was 130 miles per hour. Nobody gives a F about their opponents or their own bodies. Stuff is happening. Sammy got slammed across the guardrail so hard on his abs, bro. That was the last thing like that where I was like, Andrade just does not care tonight. He was like, yo, boom, bro. Sorry. Eat this guardrail. You're done. We got Sammy Guevara hitting Spanish flies on Isiah Kassidy off the top. Yo, if that second table was not there, bro.
Oh, God.
Isiah would have been done.
Oh, Isiah, even both of them would have been done, bro. Because it was a good thing that the tables did not break the way we're used to seeing them break. Because I think if it would have broke,
he would have cracked this dome.
He would have cracked this. Yeah, it would have been done.
Yeah, dude, that was great. The Butcher and the Blade come out and start helping fight Sting. Sting's like, yo, what are you two doing? And Sting is eating it, bro. Butcher grabs Darby at one point and he's slamming him against like the area cages in the crowd. He's like, yo, you got to eat these Darbs.
Right.
And they set up the tables. Sting dives off the tables like he's Jeff Hardy. Like, he did not care, bro. He Stinger splashed. That table break was perfect for him. Yeah. He broke 3 out of the 4 tables, bro.
Yes. He will be feeling that tomorrow.
The table's no sold all night. Technically, it was the worst of the night. It was a train wreck, but it was awesome. Craig said Andrade is DC's Black Mass. Yes. We've made reference to that before on Dynamite when he debuted. No time off in baseball unless they cancel the season. The table's no sold all night. Butcher, Nia Jax, Darby. Listen, they were going in, dude. This was just fun, dude. I love everything that happened on it. Matt Hardy goes for a twist of fate on Darby with the chair. Darby said no. And for the first time ever, Matt Hardy doesn't get to hit that move. He runs into somebody with the chair. Darby eventually uses the chair. Scorpion death drops Matt Hardy on it, and he hits a real crappy coffin drop. Matt was too far away, and I don't think Darby could have landed it. Matt should have scooched in like two or three like feet in, and he could have been fine.
But you know what though? I don't think people prepare for how fast Darby gets up to the top.
Yeah, I think Matt was selling still, and he was like, "Oh, he's going." Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what I noticed. Darby gets up to the top ropes way too quick, and not giving the person enough time to sell what just happened before that.
Matt Lopez says Sting completed his 2022 bump card. BJ says Sting has stolen someone else's bump card at this point. I'm convinced. Car crash match in the best way possible. Yeah, dude, they just knew no one's going to care, so let's just go out here and just go crazy.
Right, exactly. Just let it happen.
This was a B, bro. B match. I don't care about the terrible coffin drop. I don't care about all the craziness that could have went wrong. They just let it all happen. Sting looked like, I don't ever want to do this again. Why am I doing this right now? I can't wait though. Sting's been a great boost for AEW. I gotta say.
Yes. Having Sting on the roster has definitely helped, and it's helped Darby Allin tremendously. Even though in the beginning he definitely did not need this help, but I won't even say help. I don't think he needed this kind of exposure set up behind him. But Sting has done right by Darby, and his promos, the meanings of every single match that he would talk about have been amplified. So there's more emotion, more drive to finish the match the way that it should be finished, which in my eyes should be like it's unrealistic to say that every match should have a 5-star. Every match should be a 5-star match.
Only if it happens in the Tokyo Dome.
Right.
I'm sick. I'm sorry.
Nah, but I feel like we as fans, when you have this kind of lineup, you kind of expect a 5-star match almost every time.
Right. KJ Jen Carter has joined us talking about Keith Lee's one of her favorites. Welcome. Make sure you guys show some love. Don't forget to hit that like if you are in or on your way out. Let's wrap this thing up, Derek. Put a bow on it. Let's get into this beautiful main event. We have a battle of the Atoms. Adam Hangman Page, the current AEW World Champion, versus Adam Cole. And I think this is another match that you could argue could be sleeper of the night. It's either this one or the last match we talked about, Derek. Really good. Adam Cole comes out with the Spartan gear from Halo. I don't understand the meaning of it. Maybe that's his favorite game and he's just happy to be here. I don't understand it. I'm sure someone can explain it to me if they know more about it. Hangman Page, he came out rocking some different colors tonight in his entrance gear too. I believe that it was just for a different community. Someone told me it was for the trans community, which I thought was really dope for Hangman Page to do that. But Hangman Page has been burning and sunning people all week. I don't want to get into any of that, but I just wanted to say shout out to Hangman Page. That dude is my champion. Like, I love Page.
Yeah. Adam is that boy. He's dope.
Wait, which Adam are you referring to?
Gomez.
Get out of here.
Adam Hangman Page is definitely
yeah, he's fire, bro. I love Cole too, man. They're really good dudes. Like, I just love them. And this match was, like I said, I feel bad because I feel like some people just don't want to say Paige ain't it sometimes.
Right.
And I do feel the same some weeks where I'm like, man, they gotta really showcase Paige more. And maybe his promo game isn't as strong as Kenny's. I don't know what it is.
I think it'll come into fruition when the time comes. People will understand.
Let me see here. If you haven't already, give the video a like. Thank you, BJ, for throwing that like spike up. The Halo gear was stupid, Casey said. Adam Cole's favorite gaming franchise is Halo. Okay, I figured that's what it was. Adam Cole loves Halo. He's been hyping some crazy gaming gear. Tony Khan said the media scrum, he plans to continue ROH operations and will make announcements soon. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Hangman burnt Kane just about as bad as Taker did. No, he got flamethrower like when X-Pac caught Kane with the flamethrower.
God.
I'm glad he likes Halo. Nothing wrong with it, but it just didn't translate well. It looked like some Party City garbage. Come on, Casey. Let the man have some fun. But I didn't understand the meaning of it either. Like I was watching it, I was like, I don't understand this, but cool, whatever.
Yeah. And it's not something, well, at least in my eyes, it's not something that has been a traditional kind of thing for him. His traditional thing is coming out, always traditional attire, and then just that.
I think this was something he couldn't have done if he was still in the land he was before, we'll just say, without getting too deep into it. But this match had a lot of different things in it. We saw an excruciating powerbomb on the apron. Cole goes for a moonsault on the outside. We saw another moonsault attempted in the ring. Beautiful super kick. Cole's super kicks were on point tonight. You could tell he was learning from the Heartbreak Kid how to hit those magically. Later on in the match, Hangman Page was able to hit the sack of shit off the top rope. That's what Scott Hall called it.
Hey, no.
The fall away slam.
Yeah, fall away slam. No, I was trying to hit the the Shawn Michaels without actually spinning all in real life. Like, no.
Oh, I was wondering what you were doing. You're doing that weird stuff now.
You that's your boy, so you remember.
Yeah, but when Shawn used to drop down onto his knees, he had a hard time getting back up in them older days. Like, all right, what do we got to do here? reDRagon comes out to interfere. This allows for the super kick to the back of the head and the Panama Sunrise to be hit to the floor. Hits another Panama Sunrise in the ring, and he hits the boom for only a 2 count. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was over after he hit that, but he didn't drop the knee pad, so apparently it wasn't as effective.
Right, and every little bit counts. Every mistake is huge when you make that mistake.
Yeah. And eventually the Dark Order come out to help fight off reDRagon, who were interfering, like trying to put tables up and all that stuff. And eventually that leads to Cole getting hit with a dead eye through the table. Dark Order come out, they beat up reDRagon. It was like 7-on-2. I was like, come on, Dark Order. That was dirty. But they put a beat down on them. They fight them off to the back. Hangman eventually uses the belt to tie Cole's arm to the ropes. Super kicks him like crazy. Eventually Cole frees himself. Adam Page lowers his knee pad and nails Cole with the boom, and then a buckshot lariat for good measure. B+, bro. I ain't got nothing else to say. That's how he wins.
Nope, that's it. And me and a buddy, we jumped on to DraftKings to try and get that moolah.
Yeah. Shout out to them for messing it up for you at the end.
Man, dude, if they didn't use the table, that's a smooth G for us.
Yo, DraftKings, throw us a sponsor code, bro.
Right.
I could use it.
Let's go. Come on.
Page has been stepping up, though, Deanna said, and I can see that. Britt's got him cut some Halo shoes. Let's wrap it up. Moonsaults, too many super kick. Hangman retains. Jeez Louise. Hangman got booed. I don't understand the Hangman Page hate, bro. Like, I really don't. This dude has been a really good champion. He's been holding it down with whatever he does. He's had great matches. Don't tell me the Danielson matches weren't great.
They were.
His promo game, sure, maybe it's not the best, but he's been telling stories in the ring.
Silently.
Give him something, man. Casey, thank you for the laugh, because I was like, what is going on? Fan was cheering Adam Cole over Hangman. People love Cole, though. Cole's always been like a cheered heel in my mind. The Aftermath podcast. Hey, guys, what's going on? Hangman and Cole tore it up tonight, they're saying. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming in and checking us out, man. I love that match. I am happy Page retained. He got that pay-per-view title defense under his belt, but I don't see him being champ after Double or Nothing if Punk is the guy going for the title. Page ain't killing it now. East Coast ain't got no love for Death Row. East says, hope you guys are well. Decent show tonight. Great collar match. Great main event. Hangman got booed because there were Cole fans there tonight. Danielson and Mox was great too. Hangman's reign over Moxley's reign, BJ says. Woo! Moxley had it rough though. I don't think they like Page strapping Cole to the ropes. Yeah, it happens. Hangman's title reign over Rijos. Okay. Random. We are formerly Deep Six, by the way, just so you recognize us. Laugh out loud. Awesome show tonight, guys. Okay. I'll be in to check you guys out, though, when I see you live, Deep Six. But, Derek, overall grade for the show tonight. We all kind of talked about it. We went with a B+.
I agree.
It was good, but I don't think it was that level of great. I think All Out has raised the bar a little bit. I think if this was before All Out, like if this was like a year or two ago, we would have said A, but for this one, we got to go B+.
Yes.
B+. You were real close. I think some of those C matches brought it down, some of the buy-in and all that stuff too, but I don't know. Chat, let me know. What did you guys think of the throw in your questions, or if you guys have grades to give, and then we'll head on out of here because we've been going for quite a minute right now. Let me see here. Hangman's become champion when other programs are bigger, like MJF versus Punk. Hey, you can't be mad if they're doing a great story. Nope, no Riho slander in front of my salad. So let me ask you guys, where do we go from here? I thought it was going to be MJF and Hangman at Double or Nothing. That's what I thought. But it looks like it's going to be MJF and Wardlow, possibly Hangman and Punk. That's different, bro.
It is. A lot of space and opportunity to boost it up there.
I hate Casey so bad. I'm ignoring that comment. You can see it in the chat, though. Matt Lopez said he thought it was a 7 out of 10 show. Jesus is saying 9 out of 10. Cole and Page was match of the night for me. I'm giving match of the night honors to Punk and MJF.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That one had the strongest storytelling. Besides,
it was the Daniel Bryan of Bryan Danielson's B+ player. I also think they will save their best stuff for the Double or Nothing and All Out are their best shows. Man, everybody, why are we crapping on Revolution? It's because of the damn sparklers last year, isn't it? We all tried to forget that, didn't we? I had to bring it up. Deanna says 9 out of 10 show. EPW is an A+ as always. Hope to talk to y'all soon. For sure, BJ. Let me know if you ever want to get in on a Dynamite. Maybe we can get you on for the St. Patrick's Day one. Let me know how your schedule is looking for that.
Right.
Get you on and come talk some wrestling with us afterwards. Would be awesome to see Regal running ROH as GM. I think there's a certain Joe that could be running that as well. I'd be a fan. Ignore my comment like you did to Chucky. No, I can see your comment. Derek's my witness that I'm not lying. Chucky's comment did not show up.
Chucky's comment
probably because it was something inappropriate.
Chucky's comment did not show up.
Match.
We didn't see it at all.
Match of the night is Punk versus MJF. 6 out of 5 overall. This was some bad stuff and some good stuff too. Revolution was tighter than Speedball Mike Bailey. Stretchy jeans on Impact. Love it. Cody returning on Dynamite, Conrad. I don't know what Cody's doing. I don't know what's happening with that. That would be news breaking.
Hopefully we figure something
What
out.
happened to Cody going to WrestleMania? Everybody was saying he was supposed to be at the Garden last night and he didn't show up too. Yeah, I'm sorry for laughing at that, but I don't know why people hyped themselves into that. Revolution was decent. No, Regal should be AEW GM. I don't know if they needed. Chucky's comment didn't. Let me see here. Regal for Dynamite GM. I don't think Dynamite needs a GM though.
No. Dynamite doesn't need a GM. Now, if you want to talk about doing Ring of Honor GM, that might work.
Yeah.
That might work.
I think Regal's going to be a manager.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what I see it as right now. But listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Me and Derek probably will be back on Wednesday. Well, I know we'll be back. We'll be back Wednesday for our Dynamite review. If anything happens in between, maybe I'll try to sneak another podcast in beforehand. I'm trying to do some uploads on Tuesdays. Sometimes it's audio only, so make sure you subscribe to the audio version and the YouTube version of our shows, because sometimes I put little surprises up there for you guys. But thank you so much for joining myself and the man they call Derek for this episode of AEW Revolution. We're still getting comments coming in. Matt Lopez is telling everyone good night. And I think that's a good point for us to do the same. So for myself and the man they call Derek, we are out. One.